Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Report getting to us right now as it is rumored and alleged and making the rounds on social media is that the father to the Ooni of Ife, who has been very worried and concerned about the situation in the palace. Yes, so they are telling us, if the information is true, that the palace is going through a very, very serious problems right now. Though from the outward appearances of everyone, it doesn't look that way. You don't expect them to put their problems out there in the public domain, but there is a lot of challenges going on in the palace now. We are hearing that Paropo, the old man of the Ooni of Ife, is doing everything since Ife has refused to come back. Ife is very upset. Nobody knows why her anger. Maybe she doesn't know how her anger is affecting beautiful Olori Naomi, okay? Now, as we are hearing what is going on, they say Paropo has been making severe effort to try and get things in place. And they say they sent people to Benin Republic to go and find out what is going on and what they need to do. And here comes what they came up with. They said they went to places in Benin Republic, so many places to go and find out what they can do to avert this situation, to help, and also help the situation with Queen Naomi. And they said that the people that met in Benin Republic were saying that they pushed Queen Naomi out, made her to insult the Oba, and now they are sitting on a pot to make her pay for the insult meted on their Oba in prison. That they are sitting on the pot, and that yes, indeed, that they have covered the eyes of the monarch. But the monarch right now, it's not as if he doesn't remember who Olori Naomi is. He remembers, but you know, he remembers it, you know, in bits, remembers who Queen Naomi is in bits. He cannot put it up together. And that is the confusion that has been planted, that there is indeed a confusion. And as the story is going, they say the confusion is not just on Naomi alone. That their intention, everything they ever, you know, plotted before they got to the palace is coming to manifestation, because you know, everybody that was supposed to act when they were supposed to act did not act. And right now, they have been able to, like, get them. That, you know, Kabiyesi being in Queen Naomi's hemisphere was very, very important. And they knew how powerful Olori Naomi is, was to the Ooni of Ife, and that was why they never wanted her there. Now, you know that from the very beginning, they had said something about this being a territorial fight, okay? It's not just the Oloris. They said something about the fact that the Oloris are not acting alone, that this is a territorial fight. And so what that means is that Olori Naomi is a Christian, a born again, a prayer warrior, a prayerful woman. And she is not supposed to be in that environment with these people, because these people do not want Naomi there. That the traditionalists, those people who are, you know, kind of, you know, working with the Ooni of Ife, who want Ooni of Ife to continue to be a devoted pagan, okay? That they don't want anything whatsoever, anything that would change the Ooni of Ife. That the reason why other Oloris who are there in the palace are succeeding and can succeed, it is because they are not strong in the place of God. A lot of them believe in that thing that the Ooni of Ife believe and all of that. So the thing is that, you know, that when two people who are going on different journey, different mission, they cannot even enter the same boat or the same vehicle. Except the vehicle is willing to go and park the other person in Ibadan. Say the other person is going to Ibadan and the other person is going to Lagos. Except the vehicle is ready to drop one before you take the other one there. But if they are not on the same mission, they cannot be, you know, together. So he said in Benin Republic, they told them that this fight is thicker and bigger than they can ever imagine. Here we are. Everybody is thinking, okay, oh, where is it coming from? It's coming from the palace, the wives to the Ooni of Ife, wanting one thing and wanting one thing. That is what everybody is saying. That is what everybody is doing. And that is what everybody is thinking. But that is not the situation from what they are saying that is rumored and alleged. They say that there are people like strong, meaning traditional people like those traditionalists right there in Ile-Ife who do not want to see Queen Naomi there. That if Queen Naomi had not started going to the palace the way she was going, probably this would never have happened. That it was her acceptance to go to that palace. That as she continued, that they would never leave her because they know that in order for them to succeed with the Ooni of Ife, she can never be there. If she is there, they would never succeed. Yes, that they know that very well. That Queen Naomi and Ooni of Ife, they were put together for a reason. That this is not their first meeting, neither is it their second meeting, and that this will not be their last meeting. Now, they said that they had met before in some generation. One long story about that generation. They said they brought it back again in Benin Republic when Paropo sent people to go and do findings. That Naomi is the only woman that can save the Ooni of Ife. But let me burst your bubble. They said no matter what happens, that they might be apart for 2, 3, 4 years, that they will still come back together. Something is going to happen. And a very mysterious thing to the advantage of the Ooni of Ife and to the advantage of Olori Naomi will happen. That the world will see. That she will conquer, but she will go through a lot, and she has been through a lot. So basically, they still said that everything that happened, that they were the one that they sat down there and they pushed her out of the house, the royal palace, pushed her, and they pushed her into going out to insult the Oba, to do stuff that is, seen as insult to the Oba amongst the Yoruba everywhere. And right now, they are sitting on a pot and sitting on that pot and covering the Oba's eyes towards Olori Naomi, towards understanding what he should do right now. And not just towards Olori Naomi, that there are like 3 of them in the palace. That's amongst the wives that are there right now, that like 3 of them, that as far as the Oba is concerned, they are not part of his life right there in the palace. That this woman, this entity wants to take complete control of the Oba. This entity wants to take complete control of the Ooni of Ife. That that she is ready to fight. She is ready to put everybody out. She's ready to do whatever she needs to do to ensure that nobody stands as a hindrance to her. And one of the #1 target is Olori Naomi. And that is the reason why Naomi is where she is right now. That everything that happened to Olori Naomi is spiritual. Like a spiritual. This where she is right now is where they want her to be. Now, they say that the people Baba sent, they were asking, what should they do? What can they do? You do know that Baba is a Christian, but of course you do know that he is a traditional man. So he believes in these things very well. Now, they said they were asking, what should they do? What can they do? What can they do? First of all, he said that the one thing that they need to do is to turn Kabiesi's mind back. That #1 solution, if that happens, it will free Naomi out of where Naomi is now. That Naomi is going to be there until the back, as in they have turned Kabiesi's back. And they say they enlisted things that they should do. That Baba and others that they have started working on what they have asked them to do traditionally. They say they need to follow this traditionally because the people who are doing it traditionally. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.